What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Real Talk Podcast. Today, I'm watering my mom's flowers and recording and talking through this. I think podcasts should have more like people doing stuff like while they're doing a podcast. It'd make it like so much like more interesting. Like, hold on, I'm coming back. Just had to turn the faucet on. It'd make it like so much more interesting if people did stuff while they were talking. It's like that's usually how I am. Like when I'm on the phone and all that kind of stuff. Like me and my friend Gray, we had this idea like last year that we were going to do a podcast while we were in the gym, like in between sessions, like talking, like because sometimes we had some real talks like in the gym and stuff. It'd just be cool. That's kind of where the name Real Talk came from, was because like I wanted it to be like videos of like those real talks you have with your boys and stuff like that. Problem with the gym though is like at the gym you're trying to lock in and stuff and get your work in. It'd be a cool idea though. It'd be interesting to try, but like, I feel like it'd be too much of a distraction. That's why I took a break from making gym videos for a while, but now I'm kind of making those again every once in a while because I just like the gym's my place to like think and lock in. But now that I'm like running again, now I have running to be able to think and lock in. But welcome back to the podcast, Real Talk, Real Talk. Today, I don't know if I'm in front. Today we're talking about making sure that God is your true God and not other things, because it's easy to make gods and idols out of other things, and you're like making them number one and not God number one. I'm gonna turn the camera to the other side real quick because I got other flowers and plants to water over here. Make sure we good. Yeah, it should be chill. I'm just gonna keep moving it around as I talk, dude. Whenever I like my first relationship, and I know everybody does this, but like you make an idol out of that girl, bro. Like that's your whole like everything, because you never thought that, like you never like felt a relationship like that before. So it's just like I don't want to lose this, and this is the best thing ever. And you're just like you'll be doing crazy crap, like counting the moments, like before like the hours or so that you have to spend with each other before they got to go home that night or something stupid like that. Like, bro, you're making them your God. Like that is way too much, bro. You don't be doing that crap when you're in church or like praying with God. And the thing about God is, sure, they may not be there, they may not always be around, but God's always around. God's always with you. So you ain't gotta be worried about, oh, I miss God, because God's right there. You just gotta call on Him. That's the thing. And it's so easy with relationships to want to like, sorry, this host is like way over here. To want to like make an idol out of them, bro, and want to put them up on a pedestal. It's easy to like do that because you think they're so perfect. This one girl I met, no, I'm not a hoe, bro. I've not talked to a girl like that in probably like a year almost. But like, I hope this mic is able to reach. I haven't tested that much before. But like, I thought this girl was so perfect, dude. And you put them on like this huge pedestal and you think like, oh, they're not gonna let me down. And you can do this with friends too. And I'm talking to girls too, you can do this with guys. I'm just saying relationships in general. And you put them up on this huge pedestal and you think like, oh, they'll never let me down. They're so amazing. They're so great. But like, dude, they're not God. They're not perfect. Jesus Christ is the only one who's perfect. He's the only one who's always going to be there for you. So if you make them and you're expecting them to be so perfect for you, they're going to let you down, bro. And it's going to hurt because you expected that much out of them. That's why Paul says, love is patient, because you got to be patient, bro. You got to be not expecting him to be God, dude. Because we're not. None of us are perfect. You wouldn't want to go into some relationship with some person expecting you to not make mistakes, because you're going to. That's just how it is. So don't make God out of relationships. Don't make a girl into your God. Don't make a boy into your God. Don't do that crap, bro, because it'll mess you up. It really will. It'll throw you off track. because your God should be your only God, because God is the only one who's always been there with you. He's the only one. He wants to be the center of your life, bro. He says in Leviticus that he's a jealous God. And fair enough, bro, because he created us. He loves us. He loves us dearly. And he wants us to put him number one in our life. You can make idols out of anything, dude. Anything that, so many things that are good things. This hose, bro. I hate dragging hoses around. So many things that are good things. Like making money through a job that you love to do, sports, me with making videos, any of those things, they can all become a god. They can all become an idol whenever you put them at the center of your life instead of God. Because God needs to be the one at the center of your life. God never said that you had to be poor. He never said don't make money. He just said to make sure that he is number one. That's why he said, realizing like that one parable Jesus was talking about where he said that it's going to be easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. He wasn't saying it wasn't possible, because right after that he says, because his disciples were like, well then how is someone supposed to get into heaven? And he's like, impossible by any mortal. So none of us, it's not possible for any of us. But through God, it is possible, because all things are possible through God. The problem with the rich man and the rich people is that oftentimes the rich man, he makes money into his God. He thinks that money is so great, he devotes all of his life, all of his time to money. That's when you know that money has become your God. Whenever you spend more time thinking about money, you're in your solitude, you're thinking about money nonstop. All your thoughts, all your everything is about money. Your career choice, all that stuff. God laid you out some dream. He said, yo, you really like this. This is really cool. He gave you some dream of going and doing this one job. But then you changed your mind because you were like, oh, well, that doesn't make so much money, so I'm just not going to do it. But that's me with this. Like, if I was just like, oh, I'm not making money at, whoops, I'm not making money at making videos right now, so I'm just going to stop making them. I'm going to just work only. That would be me making a God out of money, because I'm not trusting God, I'm trusting money. And money's temporary. God is forever. So why would we trust and put our full faith in temporary things instead of God? Sports. If you're only focused on sports, you're only thinking about sports instead of God, then sports have become your God. Shoot, maybe even your parents or family goes with the girl. If that's the only thing you focus on over God, your kids, those are great things, bro. Love your children. Children are great. They're a gift from God. That's the thing with a lot of these things that become gods to us. They are gifts from God. They're a great thing. But we start to devote more time and worship the gift more than the gift giver, which is God. Because God blesses us with all these gifts. God gives us our kids. God gives us our success. He gives us the ability to maybe like create videos. He gives us the ability to work out, to be able to go to this school, play this sport. He gives us the ability to do all these things. So praise God for that. Don't go and praise all those gifts, being happy for the gifts. That's like your grandma like giving you a teddy bear for Christmas, and instead of you thanking your grandma and spending time with your grandma, you go and hug and kiss on your teddy bear and never talk to your grandma again. That's what that's like, bro. So put your God first, because God is the one who gives you all these things. If you put God first, God will make all these things work out. God will make the money work out. He'll make all the things work out in his plan for you. But you just have to trust him. You just have to put him first and make sure that he is truly your God. That's my main focus of this video. It is so easy, bro. So easy to chase fulfillment and making gods out of so many other things, like having fun and pleasure and chasing all those things, chasing love with relationships, like I was saying, and material items like money and things like that. But if you put God first, if you put God as the sole center of your life, you make sure every day that you have time, you pray to God throughout all things. You're in that sport, you're about to go race, you're about to go play. You put God as the center, you pray before each of those things. You think about God throughout, God is your motivation. That is putting God as the center. I'm not saying be a preacher. I'm not saying quit all your sports. I'm saying do those sports, but make sure that God is with you throughout that. Make sure, because He's always there. Make sure that you're talking and you're thinking about God throughout that. Make sure that you're always incorporating time for God. You're not forgetting about your God and just getting carried away thinking about all your sports and all your things you have to do with work and all those things. Make sure that you have God in your life as your center, like I've been saying. But thank you guys so much for listening to this. I hope I'm in frame right now. I thank you for watering flowers with me. It's one of my daily chores of the day that my mom always has me do, because my mom likes gardening and crap. So that's what I do like every morning. And flowers and stuff are the prettiest stuff. It's a cool little background. So that's why I want to do this. So I'm doing something while I'm recording. Not saying I'm slapping stuff together and dreading recording. I like recording, but I like talking while I'm doing stuff. I like constant like action. Plus, I feel like I could think more as I'm doing stuff. Plus, it's more entertaining for you guys. Entertaining. Maybe if you're watching this on YouTube instead of Spotify, you're not just listening to it, you're actually watching it. Now you can watch me spray a hose around and move my camera around, walking around. But let me know what you guys thought of this. Let me know what other questions you guys have. Stay focused. Put God at the center. Make sure God is your true God. Not money, not the girls, and all those other things. But God, your true God who loves you, who cares for you, and who died for you on that cross. Real talk. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.